Yo, holy, it feels like it's been way too long since we've done something like this. That sounded very sexual for a second. So welcome to a ramble video. I don't really have too many talking points, as usual. Just turn on the mic and talk about whatever. So yeah, I don't know how long it's been since the last one. I feel quite bad. Dude, I'm not even joking. I feel pretty bad. I said I'm gonna do this like 100 times, and here it finally is. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to talk for like 2 hours after a live stream normally. And my days off from streaming lately, I've just been like watching movies or something. So, yeah, I don't want to pull aside like 2+ hours. Plus, maybe because I haven't made one in so long, maybe I'm a bit nervous about making one. I shouldn't be. I mean, you just kind of talk, don't you? But yeah, anyways, let's get into a few things. What I've been doing and the goals, I guess. I never made like a 2021. It sounds weird saying that now. I can't believe it's already 2021. I haven't made much of a goals type of thing, so I figured that would be an easy point just to start off with. One thing I do want to mention, I know I mentioned it kind of around the ending of one of my last videos, was the potential of an Ultimate Iron Man. Don't get too crazy yet, by the way, bitch. I'm just saying, if I eventually do get bored on this Iron Man account, which I'm currently like pet hunting on kind of, that is an option to make an ultimate. I never thought I'd actually make one. I know there's been a lot of updates that have made it easy over time, so that's good for me. Yay, I get to abuse all the good shit, dude. I'm gonna link a small poll underneath the stream, and I might even message one out of like the community YouTube channel thing where you can all kind of see it in like your sub box, I think. What you would like to see over the next few whatever months or something. Now this is just a guideline for me. It's not, doesn't mean whatever wins is what's gonna happen. Definitely not, bitch, because I feel like Ultimate might win, and I'm not right now in the mood for it. I just want to know if a lot of people are curious about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I've never played with no bank, so I really don't have a clue what the hell that would be like. I want to almost say that I would want to do it without even watching that much progress on other people doing it. Because I haven't watched like a crazy amount of Ultimate content like here. I mean, I watched a good amount here and there, but not much from the early levels. But I'll be honest, I'll probably just copy someone else. Let's be real here, bro. I don't want to have to figure that all out by myself right now, because that would be a headache probably. I have heard that you can kind of do any quests you want in any order now, though, because I think you can die for a full hour now and it's all good, or something. The looting bag thing, something like that. Everything in the looting bag goes on the ground or something. So I guess that would make it kind of nice, you know. But yeah, that's just a small thing to mention at the start of it, probably, is that way. Once we get into it, I'm sure most of you have already left, so it's fine, you know? Let me just figure out what I need. I think I'm just going to do some easy mole content right now, because I don't know what else to do while talking. I was doing a bit of Corrupted Gauntlet. Little spoiler, I did not get a blade, but I did get 3 crystal seeds so far. Or armor seeds, not crystal seeds. I have the shards if we do need to, if we do get a blade eventually. That's currently the small goal I have on the account, I guess. It's not really small, though. I did like 29 or 30 Corrupted Gauntlets today, and holy shit, bro. It's, I died 3 times. The last one I tried, I died on because I was trying to be greedy. You always die when you're greedy there, don't you? Because you're trying to get that extra hit in when you know there's like all the tornadoes on one tile, and then you just mess up and it's over, dude. What am I missing here? This, hold on. I'm gonna wear that. A spade, that's what I'm missing. Sorry, I was very rudely interrupted. You guys can, okay, yeah, let's do this. If you watched this far into the ramble, bro, you can type, Grats, too cute on rank 1, Sarah, Doman, Ultimate Iron Man. Who's this guy already in this world, bro? Let's remove this shit so it's not in the way. I don't like when the PMs are showing. I just get in the way and shit. I'll be probably AFKing my Drake task in the bottom of the account. That is the main hard. Why is there another account? Is this guy account? I don't even know what the hell he's doing, bro. Probably some kind of alt method I'm not going to be using because I'm an I. Well, you can kind of use it. You can kind of. Oh, right. That is. You know what? Let's go to that topic first, probably, instead of the potential goals of this year. That's why not? That sounds good. There was a small like discussion with the JMods about potentially removing the alting methods for Iron Man, I think. I don't know how serious they are about it. Wow, I just killed Mo without it teleporting. Now you all want to buy a T-bow, dude. Let me just make my quick prayers. Freaking, where are you going, you melon head? There we go. Dude, there's nothing better than a mole kill when it doesn't even teleport. It's the best shit ever. This is why you have to get a T-bow on an Iron Man, bro. Or an Ultimate, or a Hardcore. Whichever one. Yeah, they might be talking about, I'm not sure what they're going to be doing for nerfing alts or something. I'm assuming one thing they might do is make it so you can't go into someone else's corp instance, probably. I would imagine that's what they would do. I don't think anyone's going to get banned for abusing alts, by the way. I don't know what they're going to do with, like, Catacomb Slayer stuff. They realistically could make Catacomb Slayer an instance for Iron Man. I don't know if that's... I don't know, it's just a random ass idea. Could you abuse anything? As long as you can't abuse something too crazy, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It'd also separate the main accounts in Iron Man from freaking barrage tasks, so it'd actually help everyone out. I don't know what they would do though, because that's pretty much where a lot of alting happens for Slayer, where you make it so your account automatically splashes with magic, and then you tag all the Necreals or Dust Devils, and then you just lure them on the main account while the Iron Man just stands in one spot and barrages them. By the way, I've never actually done this. Not that I care like morally about it. I don't want to bother logging onto an alt account just to boost my XP by a tiny bit, when instead I could do things like Mole, you know? I could do things like Mole. If anything, I normally lose a lot of XP because I'm multitasking or logging, I guess. Like killing drakes right now in my hardcore is probably not the best task for XP, but you know, we'll get into that later probably. Yeah, so they might be fixing alting at some point. I'm not sure how, but I would probably be one thing I don't like though about the Corp one, and I will be doing Corp in the future, so it might seem like it's a personal thing. One thing I hate about these types of nerfs is you always reward the abusers. That's kind of the issue with this. I mean, I would always say it's never too late to nerf something, minus the blowpipe. We'll get into that, I'm sure, at some. There is quite a bit of shit to talk about, isn't there? Yeah, like right now if you abuse Corp, you can do like 10 kills an hour, or like 8 or 7 or some shit with alts, and there's a lot of people that have done that, and if they do fix this, you've technically just rewarded people for going against the morals of Iron Man, which is to use no alts. So that's why I'm kind of like, in a way, almost against it in some ways. I don't know, am I? I normally say it's never too late to nerf something, but when you do nerf things like this, you really are rewarding the people that abused it. The people that knew it was against the morals and did it anyways. They're already benefiting. They're going to benefit even more if they do it. So, I don't really know. I don't have an issue either way. I mean, it'd probably be good for the longevity of the game mode. But at the same time, I don't know if morals on Iron Man really matter much. And what the fuck is this shit, dude? This person died down there or something, dude? I hope they're not crashing me, because you can just attack it and I'll freaking lose a kill. So yeah, we'll see what happens to that stuff. That would be pretty game-changing for Iron Man Slayer, I believe. The only task I've ever alted so far is Smoke Devils, but I don't even do the task anymore. I normally just cancel them now, because it's hard to multitask that with an alt and play the other two accounts. So yeah, I just kind of cancel them. I do them once in a while if I feel like it. But now that I'm PVMing on this Iron Man account, I don't really have much AFK time. So I've been doing a lot of AFK Slayer tasks. I'll probably get into that later on, I'm sure. Actually, we could now. Okay, that was just a small point with the freaking alt thing. I don't really know what they're going to be doing. Obviously, I don't have an issue with main accounts using alts, because that's just how it is these days. Iron Man, is that also how it is these days? I don't know. Morally, it used to be completely... I mean, if you guys remember, Bonesaw was like de-ironed on his account because of abusing the shot method. I think he was either de-ironed or... Yeah, he was de-ironed, yeah. I don't know if they would make the punishment that severe these days. They'd maybe just give you a temp ban for a while, then that's maybe about it. Because if you give a temp ban, they lose a bunch of time, whereas using alts is supposed to save time. So it doesn't balance out the times you saved, but, you know, the second offense would mean you get perm ban maybe, or de-ironed, whichever one. I would imagine being de-ironed is pretty much just as bad for an Iron Man than being banned. I mean, at least you could maybe trade your shit over if you become a main account, but being completely banned, I don't know if they even really do things like that these days. An actual account that people play on getting perm banned, minus it being an accident. Oh wait, that account has to do a bank pin. Hold on. There we go. You're not seeing that bank pin, bro. This number, this number, this number, and then this number. Okay. Where'd this bitch go? Okay. Hold on, let me just bank to get back there. I will show you a small bank like clip of the main hardcore, show you what I've been kind of working on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Where's the picture? I think it's somewhere here. Display? There it is. I just took this picture, so it's pretty much like minus 20 Drake bones is the relevant picture. So, yeah, I just noticed I recently hit like 100,000 bone stack with those two, and then obviously the Drake bones makes it way over. For the past like week-ish, I made my 7,200 fire orbs, which now I have more battle staffs again, so I don't really regret making those, but I don't actually have that quest done yet to buy cosmic, so I actually rune crafted those cosmic runes like the old days. Kind of felt cool, actually. It was kind of lame, but yeah, that's what I've been doing since like the bank video I made at the start of the year, pretty much. Not much. Collecting friggin' teaks from Kingdom still and all that stuff, but looking pretty. I just noticed the D-bones hit 60k. I thought it was kind of a nice look, but I'm sure we'll get into the goals on that account soon enough. Right now, we can probably discuss this account. So I did max it recently, obviously. You know, you can see the cape and stuff. I don't know how many accounts I've maxed. That seems to be a very common question I get when I am almost maxed or about to max or maxed. So I don't know the actual answer. But I would say it's a little bit offensive, okay? I do a lot more than just maxing. We go for 200 mils. To just say I'm only max is a disgrace to my legacy, all right, dude? It's a disgrace to the legacy, bro. You can't call an account with 200 mil just a maxed account. That's disrespectful, you know? Yeah, it's probably like 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. My Alkan account is still maxed on old school. Obviously, it has like 2.2 bill. My gains account is not far from it. On old school, and then my old hardcore that died was like 2k total only. My new hardcore is almost 2100 total, so I don't think I'll ever max that, though. I think I'm done maxing accounts for a while at least. This one, I was very close to it. That's why when I came back, I just finished it. It was like 2,250 total when I quit this account for like a full year. So when I came back to it, after I got the T-bow drop, I was like, yeah, I may as well max it. It's almost there anyways. So I spent like 2 or 3, yeah, it was like a month. I had rune crafting and agility left and mining, so the slower ones. So I just did that pretty much. Right, so the goals for the account has pretty much just been pet hunting, I think, since I maxed on it. It was the main goal for a long time, kind of was, I think originally this account was a hardcore. I said if I die, I wouldn't really care. I ended up dying to a disconnection, which made me kind of care because I just want to die to my own mistake. That would be great. But it seems to not really happen too often. I don't want to count the Anku account. That did happen, but first of all, it was a shit account anyway, so I don't really care about that. And I want to die like while PVMing, like, you know how Bodhi died to Corp? It's a legit death. It wasn't a DC, but you know what I mean? It wasn't like a real death. I want to... Now, his other one was the Corrupted Gauntlet one. That one was actually, like, all him. So, I want to die like that, where I'm paying attention and I just make a mistake and then I die because of it. That's, like, a dream for me. A dream come true probably one day. The current hardcore we have is 68 TOB KC. I recently got the chest plate on it, actually. I did a few TOB runs the past few days. And we have chest and helmet now on it. So, almost full just this year. I mean, not really. It could take a long time to get the legs, like freaking 500 KC. That's not COVID, by the way. I do have a little bit of a cold, I feel like. I did make tea. I might end up muting the mic later on and drinking it or some shit. I don't really want to drink it in front of you guys, because it's make you guys pretty jealous, honestly. Where was I? Alright, the pets. Yeah, so far, since I've maxed, I've got the Jad pet, obviously, which was in the maxing video. I got the Bloodhound pet, which was right before I maxed, which is like the hugest pet ever. Getting that pet did make me think, wow, I mean, I don't know about all pets, but I could get a lot now, that's for sure. With the Bloodhound done with, yeah, bro. I mean, that's one of the definite harder ones. I still have to do things like Corp, I think, which is one of the longer ones. And Raids. Raids is also long. Normally it's not that long for Iron Man, I would argue, because most Iron Men go for a T-bow, and by the time you get that, you're not that far from possibly getting the Omelette pet, if you didn't already get it. I was kind of spooned on my Tebow, I guess. Sort of. I mean, I had like 30 million points almost in raids. 600 KC, about 40k each. Yeah, 24 mil points or so, give or take. There's a few raids where I've done like 60k points, but there's also raids where I've died here and there. So let's just say 40. Did this thing just go? Fuck you, stupid bitch. So yeah, 24 mil points, 1 mega rare is pretty unlucky actually, but it happens to be the best mega rare there is. This is actually going to lose the 6 prayer or the 4 prayer bonus pretty soon, I think. With the nerfs coming soon. Not really a big nerf for Tebow. I always wondered why Tebow had prayer bonus. Like, it's already the best in slot for a lot of things, and they just slapped a 6 or 4 prayer bonus on it for some reason. That was like something, I think it was brought up on Twitter like 3 years ago. I was like, holy, that's true. It's weird. Why does it have 3 or 4? Is it 4? It's 4 prayer bonus, I think. I'm pretty sure. I could just check, but that would be, let me see. Prayer 12, does it go to 8? It does, yeah, 4 prayer bonus. So that, I mean, it's not that much, but it's like you'd be using the Tebow anyways, you know? Like, wearing proselyte means you lose defense, and that's where you get the prayer bonus, and, you know, that's what makes up for it, right? But not with the Tebow, you know, the best in slot one. So, what was I doing? Alright, pets. What else did I get? I think that's about all I've gotten. I've just been doing a bit of mole, a bit of Srirach'ness, a bit of, I don't know, random shit, really. I haven't gotten anything else. I did do a lot of TOB recently. Like, I've been doing like 30 something in a week, I think, which isn't much, but I only do it on stream, so it feels like it's a lot. I'm at 549 right now. I think my Cox KC is just about 600, isn't it? Yeah, almost. Damn, I've done almost as much TOB as Cox. That's interesting. TOB is definitely a lot more fun, I think. I really enjoy it. Like, it's a lot more enjoyable to do. It's fast-paced. You don't get as bored doing it. Raids is definitely shit because of scouting. Scouting just makes it so lame, dude. That stuff's not fun. I know I scout with a team, so it's quicker, but it's still shit, bro, having to scout. I do think that small update recently kind of helped out, where the raids are, like, smaller or something. It seems like it's a little bit easier to find a good raid. Or at least a raid that you would do normally, but, you know, like it's smaller, shorter or something. I don't really know what the change was. I do hope they one day remove the 115 combat requirement for raids. I don't know why that's still a thing. I would feel like if the JMods played the game more, the ones that aren't maxed technically, they would kind of remove it by now or something, or adjust it to like 50 combat. I don't know why it's like that still, but right now I think you still need to have at least one account that's 115 combat, enter a raid or start the raid in order to make everything scaled correctly, which is kind of stupid. I understand it was probably because when they first came out with it, they didn't think anyone around that combat level would even do it. But I don't know why it's even scaled. What's the purpose? I guess so it's easier for someone that's 115? I don't know. You should be able to pick maybe. That'd be okay. I mean, I guess if you are low combat, you could still do it with its being less hit points and everything. But it seems like most people these days that are doing 115 combat raids probably are doing solo, and they probably know what they're doing, I'd imagine. So, yeah, I don't really know, bro. Anyways, that really is all there is to say about this account. I will be keeping all the supplies I get on the account. I also keep all my duplicates. I don't drop anything. I know some Iron Man do, just to like give money to their main account for whatever bonds or something. But fuck that. The whole point of this account is to build up a beautiful bank. So I would never want to drop. I know collection log kind of helps. You can kind of just show the collection log now, and that'll prove what you've gotten on it, but it's not the same as opening up a bank, you know, and seeing everything. That's much better. So, yeah, I'll never drop any items. I should have at some point, but then again, I don't really care about them, because everything I have, I know is going to go down. Like, I know the duplicates I have will go down. Dex has gone down like 15 mil now or something, and Arcane's like 700k or some shit, dude. So, I think I had 4 extra Avernic Defenders in my bank when they were like 80 mil each or something. 75 to 80 mil. I didn't drop them. They're like 50 mil now or some shit, which is still a lot, to be honest. We could take a small look at the high scores of this account. I think when I maxed it, it was rank 440. I'm not skilling at all on this account, by the way. If I am, I'm just AFKing like my food that I have that's raw, so I can use it for PVM and stuff. But that's interesting to see that it's gone up that many ranks. I guess not that many Iron Man go for ranks around the 6P. I don't really know. But yeah, this is the bosses we've done so far, I guess. You can see them. Masters, I've still done a few. I'll still be doing masters even though I have the pet. I did get the occult necklace recently, the ornament kit for it. Beautiful drop, one of my more favorite items. I'm missing the anguish, which is my favorite one, I think, because it actually looks way different. I'm not a big fan of the torture, the ornament kit for it. It looks kind of gross, to be honest with you. It looks uglier. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Serpet soon, I think. I'm just waiting for them to do the Arclight update, I believe. And the Bone update, which is a bigger one. Arclight's not... I mean, I have a T-bow, so it's pretty chill. But they're adding, like, Superior Ashes to Serb pretty soon. If you guys know about the, like, Ash update they're doing soon. Which might make it so Hellhounds is actually a Slayer task you do. Right now they're on my block list, but if they end up dropping some type of Ash, which I don't know if they will or not, I was told they're going to, but you never know these days if fucking people are talking shit or not. If they do that and they drop something similar to like a Dragon Bone, yeah, doing Hellhounds is probably going to be meta for Iron Man. Well, for hardcore, not for Iron Man, I don't think. Because they don't drop anything else too, eh? That's kind of ass. Then again, dragons don't drop anything but bones either, so it's kind of the same shit, isn't it? I guess you can get a smoldering stone from these ones. It'll just be another AFK task I can do, to be honest, which technically just means more time to play the PVM account. So I don't know. I'm not against that, bro. That's pretty sweet. Chambers, I don't know when I'm going back. I did start doing CMs recently. I'm a big fan of CMs. I like them a lot more. The only issue is the people I normally raid with don't all have T-bows, so it's kind of hard to make a team with just one T-bow. We did a trio with just my T-bow. The other two had like blowpipes and shit. It was rough. We barely made the time. It was very stressful. So yeah, fuck that. You would probably want at least 2 T-bows in your CM before it's a little bit too annoying to meet the time. Even then, we're still not that good at it. So that even like we're gonna have like an extra 8 minutes or something. I see some people do trio in like freaking 30 minutes. I'm like, bruh, what the hell's wrong with you guys? I think ours are like 38 to 42 probably. Like people that have a life, you know, that's what they normally average right there. It's about right. Yeah, I think I already have Chaos Ellie pet, which is like a freaking easy ass pet. Corp, I've done almost none of. Yeah, fuck that grind, dude. I'm not looking forward to that. Dagnos is looking pretty good, to be honest. That's not bad. Still missing the Prime pet, so I actually like DKs, so I think even if I get the Prime pet, I'll stay at DKs, like for a Slayer task. I just like the dag bones they drop and the friggin' duplicate rings they drop. It looks amazing, so I'm gonna keep doing it probably. Mole I'm doing now. Grador. I'm gonna do the range method for Grador, I think. The armored crossbow method looks pretty sweet. I could try the mage method, but it looks like the crossbow one is a bit more enjoyable. I did get the ACB not too long ago and the Saradomin hilt, so I'm done with Sarah, God bless. I will go back for the pet one day, but yeah, not right now. KQ still need the pet. KBD still need the pet. You know, and Kriara obviously. Almost 800 Zammy. I've enjoyed Tebow Zammy. It's definitely pretty interesting. I'm getting a bit better at the 5-0 method. I think I'm gonna switch up the way I'm currently doing it and do it like there's like a few different patterns you can do for the 5-0 method. The one I'm doing I think is a bit more outdated and it's a little bit harder to time, I believe. I'm not too sure. Mimic, Sarachnus, Scorpia. That's actually a pet I might kind of go for. Scorpia seems pretty quick. So that might be a decent pet. It actually looks pretty nice in my opinion. The little weird like green color it has on it near the back of it is pretty cool. Gauntlet's now 147. I'm getting pretty proud of this. This is when I first tried this like a year ago. I lasted like 10 seconds in the boss room. I was like, what the fuck was that? So that's good. Bit of Thermi I've been doing. Jad pet I got recently. Venny, fuck that. Vorkath, I'm doing it for Slayer. I'm probably not going to keep doing it after the pet though. I know most Iron Men go for Twin will all do it obviously, but I'm not going for that, so fuck that. Zulra KC is nothing. It was like 450 recently, but I did a little bit while I was doing Slayer, I think. That pet I'll probably not mind going for. I think it's 1 in 5k though, isn't it? That's a lot of scales I would get from that. 5,000 kills, that's like 35 uniques or something, plus like 1,000,000 plus scales from just killing that many. If I go on drop rate, which, I mean, I could go 8,000 dry or something even, so I already have 1,000,000 scales, so that'll be interesting to, or no, 2,000,000, sorry. So that'll be interesting to see how dry we go. But yeah, there's that account right now. It's looking okay, to be honest. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll be grinding pets for. It does get a bit tedious after a while. At the moment, I feel like, you know, if you're a nerd, when you max, you have like so much freedom, you can just do so much shit. That's kind of how I feel right now with pets, because I have every pet to get pretty much. And I don't mind, you know, doing this one, that. I'm kind of like pet hunting while hopping, just like I skill hop normally, so I'm pet hopping, I guess. So I don't really mind it right now. You know, I'm doing the easy ones, obviously. I'm doing the other ones, you know, sometimes normally on stream, though. But that's pretty much a wrap for this account. I don't really know what else I'll be working on for the next little while. But in terms of like Ultimate, that's probably not going to happen until I want to say once I go back to my PVMing hardcore. If it dies, I might feel a bit more inclined to making an Ultimate. But right now I'm still AFKing that account. No reason why, honestly. I don't really care about the XP on it. But I am fishing. I'll show you guys a little bit later on. Actually, I can just show you now, I guess. Why not? Wait. No. I'll show you later, because right now my inventory, it doesn't have everything I fished so far in it. I'll wait till I bank and get all that so you guys can just see it, so I don't have to awkwardly bank. Right, we can probably switch to the Hardcore Iron Man, I guess. Let me see if I can work this out. Okay, here we go. Perfect. The account that you guys are probably wanting updates on, but never actually get updates on. So, minus the bank video we recorded like a long time ago. I'll be AFKing this account while I'm killing moles still, so if it looks like I'm not clicking or something, that's probably why. We are currently at 1,870,000,000 XP on it. Lately, all I've been doing on it is AFK Slayer, which I kind of regret a little bit, but it's given me so much time to play my other account, which just makes it much more enjoyable, because I just have so many different goals. My goal isn't really just this account anymore. I mean, at some point it kind of was, but it doesn't really matter. In case you're wondering, no, I'm never going to get rank 1 on it. I did have it for a while, but the guy currently rank 1 is playing his heart out, so I'm good, bro. I'm good. He can enjoy it. There's no big deal. Only way he will be beat is if he burns out for like a year and a half, and even then I don't think anyone's going to catch him, so grats to him. He's probably got rank 1 forever, I'd imagine. I don't think I even have rank 2 forever, to be honest. I am right now rank 2, but there's people playing a lot, so we'll see how it works out, I guess. I mean, I guess with hardcore it is interesting. Anyone could die at some point, so no one's really set in stone, I guess, for ranks. Even rank 1 could technically die. As long as you don't PVM, you shouldn't die. Slayer, there's a slight chance if you AFK at the wrong time, you could possibly die. Our Slayer XP is 145. Oh, I just got that. Nice. I have 55 mil more Slayer to go, which seems like a little bit, but honestly, it's a lot. The way I'm doing Slayer right now is probably like 20k an hour, dude. So that's like over 2,000 hours for that. I could start playing it more, like focusing more on it and doing the tasks that give me good XP, but I don't. My mage XP is only 127 right now. If you know anything about like slaying efficiently, I mean, I should pretty much be 200 magic by now, and I don't even train magic and defense together, so I should be like way higher XP, but I'm not, which I don't really mind anyways. It's no big deal. But yeah, the goals for this account, what are they, dude? I think I'm just going to keep AFKing until I'm 200 mil Slayer, probably. On stream, I AFK Redwoods now, so I'm 56 mil in that. Fishing, 71 mil. I think the next, like, year and a half on this account, I'll be AFKing Redwoods, Slayer, and Redwoods. Sorry, wait, did I already say that? Fishing, Redwoods, and Slayer, most likely. So, yeah, that's why there's not much to record on it. It's really just AFKing stuff. I don't know. Let me just switch this, because I'm gonna be AFK in that account, so I just don't want to put it as the main screen. Yeah, I don't know what else the goals for the account are. I have pretty much 50 mil prayer. If I used all my bones right now, I think I'd be 50 million prayer or something. Let me just sip my tea. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. It's like kind of warm now, which kind of sucks. It's not really hot at all. Not a big fan of warmish tea. It's even maybe on the cold side even. What was I saying? Right. I haven't even been doing herb runs really on the account either, so I've really slowed down on it, haven't I? That's bad. That's very bad. No big deal. It's more just a personal project, that account. It doesn't really give me any video footage or anything. It's just something I've always enjoyed, which is going for XP. I'm sure there'll be some questions. Do I plan on PVMing on it? No, definitely not. I have this account, which is pretty much what that account would be if it died to a disconnection or my own mistake. So I don't want two Iron Man with one T-bow each. That would just be stupid. So I'm going to do my best to probably keep it a hardcore. I think at one point in time, when I was making my new hardcore right now that does TOB, I think for a while I stopped playing this account here, the Iron Man, because I thought that once my new hardcore dies, I'd get my current hardcore, go PVM with it until I die, and then just play it as a regular Iron Man. Think I've changed my mind on that, probably, especially now. I'm not even gonna lie, I think it might be because of the T-bow that I got. I think this T-bow I have changed my mind on that, because that was the only real reason I wanted to make my current hardcore PVMing account, was because I have a T-bow. It feels very weird to have a T-bow and never use it. Only maybe a few hardcore Iron Men could understand that, because it's gonna be a disconnection and you're gone. So it's kind of hard to convince yourself to think it's worth doing. It sucks, dude, to have a T-bow just sits in your bank on an Iron Man, because there's so many Iron Man hunting for it, and it just sits there in mine and collects dust. I bring it out for Jad tasks, but I only really kill Jad with my T-bow. I don't really even kill anything else in the caves because I'm very AFK while doing it. Which does remind me, actually. Hold on. KC Jad. We are back at rank 1 Iron Man in Jad. I'm rank 2 overall in Jad, I think, at the moment, on like the regular high scores. Friggin' Rig is like 650 KC or something, or 700. I think I actually might pass him by the time I get 200 mil Slayer, just because the way I'm currently doing Slayer. A good amount of my XP is coming from dragons and drakes and bloodvelds. I have bloodvelds extended now, which is really stupid. And what's even better is I use slaughter bracelets on them. Is it slaughter? Yeah, slaughter. The ones that are red or pink or whatever. So, yeah, I kill like 280 bloodvelds in one Slayer task normally, which is great. Which is why my combat XP, or my melee XPs are like very high pretty much. I didn't really do much nightmares on this account for melee at least. Range is almost 200 mil on this account actually. Maybe 80 or 90 mil is from Slayer. The other like 90 mil is from Nightmare Zone. I haven't done much Nightmare Zone lately, but I did do a good amount in the past when I was just AFKing or something. Or in bed, really. I think most of my range XP, or half of it, came from me just lying in bed before I fall asleep. And I just let I don't think my old phone I used to use, I just log on to Nightmare Zone, that account, on this account here. And I just let it AFK while I fall asleep, or search the web or some shit on my other phone. So, yeah, I guess it adds up, dude. Just a little bit of XP here and there is adding up. You're supposed to technically hunt chins and then throw them for range on a hardcore, but I don't have to do that, so that's good. I've still been doing my birdhouse runs too, which is good. Hunter's at 63. That's pretty hilarious, because I haven't trained Hunter like at all. I've only done about like 8 mil Hunter XP with chins. The other 50 something mil is from birdhouse runs, so that's a good job for me. Okay, so I pulled up the other account right here. It's gonna look a bit scuffed because it's not like correctly screen region, but I don't mind just doing it like this. That's fine, unless you really want to see it. But I'm only gonna show this account for a little bit. I guess since we're pretty far into the ramble, I don't really mind exposing this because most people are probably done watching anyways. The past like 2 months on this account, ever since I pretty much got the T-bow and the Iron Man, I started AFKing it. No real reason why. One thing I did AFK that I'm very proud of is this. Where are they? They're not even here. Well, that was shit. Freaking, hold on. Wait, they are. Tab 4. Oh, they're in a different tab. Oh, right. I know why they're here. I took a thumbnail picture a long time ago. I think it was my 90,000 Master Farmer loot video. The thumbnail is probably this right here. If you go back and look, it probably is. Yeah, I went fishing for like a month and a bit on this account, and I did mostly sacred eels, which is the Zora scales, which I think is a very well-known method for ultimates to really AFK because it's so easy to get to. So that's one thing I did, which is great because that means I never had to kill Zulrah for scales on this account, at least for a long time, probably forever, because I'm sure by the time I use these up, I'll be a gray helmet by then. So yeah, no big deal. Like I said, I got the chest guard recently from TOB, so we are 2 out of 3 for the just this year, which is pretty sweet. It kind of sucks to have the helmet. Its only use is like not TOB. Theater dude, Zuck. That's what it is. Zuck and Sarah. That's about the only use it has because it has no strength bonus. It's like a tankier Neats Not helmet for the prayer bonus, but there's literally 0 strength on it, so it kind of sucks. And lately I've been AFKing these eels, which is my other favorite thing to AFK for fishing. Oh right, I did also AFK redwoods. I got 99 wood cutting in like less than a month roughly. I used an infernal axe the whole time, so I don't have as much logs as I should. I have 13k redwoods and use 22,000 U logs I cut, or something like that probably. Maybe a bit is from PVMing, I don't really know. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing on this account. And I did fish enough tackle, if you see these down here, to buy myself an onyx, which is 260,000 tackle. So I fished about 320,000 tackle so far. And if you look at my onyx bolts here, I've also fished this many bolts. So if you ever do want to AFK like an Iron Man account or a hardcore or even an ultimate, just because it's really easy to manage your inventory like this, great place to AFK for money. If you look at this, I've made over 10, this is well over 10 million alkables to be fair, because the actual alk price of these right here is like 10 mil. Yeah, 9.8 mil I'll get from those onyxes if I alk them. And then these onyxes here is like another 950k or something. So, yeah, like 10.5 something mil? I don't know, something like that. Which is freaking high as shit. So, yeah, I mean, just getting like a 10 mil cash stack from just doing a bit of fishing. I haven't even been here for that long, to be honest. And if you're an Ironman, it gives you lava shards, which is huge for, if you melee Vorkath, you want to make super extended, like, anti-fire things. Because it just means that they last for double the time, and you need to use less bones from Vorkath. So these just technically save you Vorkath bones, I guess, which is really good. And nice to have because it makes you have to get less anti-potions. But yeah, that's what this account's been doing for the past little while. Not much else. I don't have much motivation for the account right now. I mean, I do and I don't. I think I just have more motivation for my Iron Man right now. But I'm AFKing this account knowing that I will come back to it soon, which is why there hasn't been that many like not ramble videos, progress videos on it. I think the last, I still have like half of a video recorded on the account. I just don't have any new footage to add to that, so I'll keep that for now and just make it a very ancient-ass clip. If you want to fish these, they're just very far south of the Tazar Bank. This is the Zuck area, so not the normal area. This is where Jad is, right? You go there, Jad. If you go here or you need a fire cape to enter, it's just this bank here, you go straight south. This is probably the best spot to fish them. I'm not too sure, but anyways, that's the update for that hardcore Ironman account. I don't really have any future plans right now on it. I'm just gonna AFK it for the hell of it until I feel like actually playing it, because that's never screwed me over. I mean, I only benefit from AFKing until I feel like playing the account again. This account right here has 2 million Zulrah scales because of that exact reason, so it's rewarding, you know? Right, so I think that's all the accounts covered, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, it should be. Obviously, I don't play the main account at all anymore, but I don't think I'll ever return to it either, so just, yeah, no questions asked there, dude. Or no questions, no answers. I don't know, bro. I'm freaking tired. What else was there? There was the Blowpipe Nerf that we could probably discuss, and the armor nerf stuff. Dude, Blowpipe Nerf sucks, but it probably is the right move in the right direction. It really does suck to see something like that getting nerfed because we've gotten so used to it. It really does. Oh, I might bash Jax, bro. My bad. It really does show that the Jax team has not learned at all, like, from anything in their past. They need to start nerfing things as soon as it's too OP in their eyes. I do remember Blowpipe when it was released. It was designed to be a 3-tick weapon, but the way Wiki works as well is if you ever look at a range weapon, it always goes off of the accurate speed. So this one here, I think Tebow, all of these are 5 ticks no matter what, right? No, that felt way slower. Okay, no, that's 6 ticks. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that's 6 ticks. That felt, maybe it's just me, dude. I don't know, bro. Hold on. Is it? Wait. Dude, I don't know, man. Wait. Hold on. That. Okay, no, that is pretty slow. I think I was thinking about a scythe for a second. Nah, bro, that's definitely 1 tick slower. Holy, yeah. What about long range? Is that? I've never tried long ranging shit. All right, well, I don't really know, but if you've ever wondered, on Wiki, when you Google like a range weapon, it'll always show this position here, not rapid. So, yeah, I think Blowpipe was designed to be 3 tick, but that wasn't on rapid. If they fixed that when it came out, we would have never experienced the current Blowpipe that we have, and we would have been fine. But it seems like we experienced the wrong Blowpipe version, so they are nerfing it. They're not nerfing it too heavily if you have Rune or Dragon Darts. It's going to be extremely nerfed on bosses, though. Not extremely, but like a lot more. If something has like no defense, it's not going to be as damaging. It'll be like an 11% nerf or some shit. I don't really know the calcs, bro, but I'm sure you've probably already heard about the calcs anyways, because it's been a discussion for the past few months, or the past month probably, something like that. Yeah, what this does mean though is, I think technically, or ultimately, I think in the future, like years from now, we actually might have a Blowpipe in the game the way it currently is. Because one of the reasons they're nerfing it is because they can't really release any new ranged weapons that out DPS a Blowpipe. So if they're nerfing it for that reason, which they kind of are, that means one day we might have a Blowpipe that we currently have now. Now, Blowpipe isn't that OP if it was pretty much like a Tebow, like in terms of rareness. I think I said this like 3 or 4 years ago. If a Blowpipe was a mega rare from Cox, just like the Tebow, let's just say they replaced the Maul or something from Cox and they put a Blowpipe there, it would likely be worth like 500 mil plus. There's a lot of cases where the Blowpipe is better than the Tebow. So, yeah, and believe it or not, I know they kind of explain this. Well, they don't really explain it, but they should have. As much as you might not believe it, Tebow is kind of a niche weapon. It's a very easy weapon to nerf in terms of just make it so whatever you're killing has no magic, and then it becomes shit. So if you were to grab a Tebow and try to kill something like a Falador Guard or something, it's very slow. It's a very slow weapon, and you're not going to hit that much on it. So in some ways, a Tebow is niche. If you remember when Tebow came out, people were killing bandos with it in like 2 shots. They fixed it so you can't do it anymore. They didn't change the Tebow stats, though. They changed the boss's stats. I think it has way less magic now. So in a way, it is kind of a niche weapon in that sense. Obviously, it's good against most bosses, which it probably, I mean, it kind of should be. It is extremely rare. Again, it's held its price. I know that, a funny comparison, sort of. I know that a long time ago, before Iron Man instances came out for God Wars Dungeon, they talked about how they were scared of the price of items going down, which is why the main reason they never added instances back then was because the price of the items might crash. Now, I know right now it's only for Iron Man, not for all accounts. That might be a bigger issue because all accounts would be technically the Venezuelans that are like playing for a living, technically. Hey, kind of like all the streamers and YouTubers. They're pretty much all Venezuelans. That would create a huge clusterfuck, most likely. I'm not a huge fan of things being instanced because I am or not. I hate competition these days when it comes to like finding a world. I know it's kind of part of the game and it always kind of was, but there's nothing exciting or fun about it that comes out, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that's like, yeah, it probably should be that way, but really nothing fun comes out of competing for a world. Especially on an Iron Man, because there's no such thing as competing. You just hop like, until you find an open world. So, I'm not a huge fan of it in terms of the economy, but I'm a huge fan of it personally, just because it makes the game playable for Iron Man at least, or even main accounts really in a way. But as I was saying, instances, in some cases, it seems like they really haven't crashed items. If you use a Tebow for an example, technically the entire game right now could go and complete a Cox raid. Like, everyone could go right now and do a Cox raid because it's an instance. But the Tebow price is still very high, which kind of, I wouldn't say it removes the argument, but if an item is very valuable because of how good it is, that'll normally be why the price is valued very high. If the price is low, it's just because the item's probably not that great. I know Blowpipe is not a fair example. That's because that one is actually way too low of a drop rate. Like, you can get Blowpipe way too quickly. I mean, in terms of the rate of it, it's 1 every 500 Zulrah kills if you want the actual Blowpipe. So, what is that, like 20-something hours or something? I think a Tebow on average takes, if you go on drop rate, it should be 300 and something hours, maybe? Something like that. Well, no, technically, no, that's 1,000 hours, sorry. A mega rare is 300 hours, roughly, or something like that. I don't really know exactly. It's 10 million points for a mega rare. 30k points a raid. Let's just say every raid's 30 minutes. I don't know, bro. It's like 20 minutes a raid. I don't know. So it's like 100 and something. Whatever, dude. Depends if you're a pro or not, realistically. That's the only issue with comparing this. But it takes a very long time to get a Tebow. And to get it on the actual drop is 1 in 30 million, I think. If you want an actual Tebow, you got to do at least 1,000 raids with 30k points each. So if you're really decent at the game, 500 hours. If you're not, like, or if you are, it's like 350 or something. But huge difference in terms of hours, obviously. But yeah, and also the Scythe. The Scythe is a very high value as well, and it's technically also an instance. So it seems like some items do keep their price, even if the boss has an instance for it, but not always. But it is interesting to see. Now the Scythe, I would imagine it could be a lot more expensive if you didn't need to use blood runes to keep using it. It's a very expensive weapon to keep using. You'll notice on an Iron Man probably that you go through blood runes like crazy. Whereas a Tebow, I mean, dude, I'm pretty sure amethyst arrows on a main account are like 120 each. And I think dragon arrows are like 600 each or something. So, dude, what the? This is only worth 4 mil here. All these arrows would last about 1,000 hours. Probably more than that when I think about it. Probably more. I don't think I even lose 100 an hour here. So, 4 mil for the ammo. 1,000 hours of a scythe. I don't know how much money that is, but that's probably more expensive than the scythe itself. So, that also does make a difference in the scythe price, probably. Right, as I was talking about the Blowpipe Nerf, that was just a small thing I wanted to discuss, that instances do have the potential of crashing the item, but there's a bit of proof in the game that it doesn't always do that, because, Tebow Scythe, Rapier is still a good price. The Blade from Gauntlet, that's an instance. It's a pretty good price. It jumped up in price when they made it unlimited charges after you use like 1,000 shards. That might have been a huge update for it. But it's just the usefulness of an item as well, which is why it keeps its value. Right, the Blowpipe Nerf probably should happen for sure. I think it already definitely is happening. There's no poll for it. It's like one of those type of polls where there's no actual voting. It's just like, hey, we're actually still the top dogs telling you what to do, and here you go. I'm not against it, to be honest. It's good. They are nerfing the Din's Bulwark. They're making it negative mage defense. This might be a little bit well, it's not controversial, is it? I think it's one of those PvP versus other people type of thing, isn't it? They're only nerfing it because of PKers, if we're going to be completely honest. There's no real reason to nerf the shield, besides PKers being angry that they splash on you while wearing a shield. I do wish they added a better purpose for the shield. That was the only issue I had with it. I'm hoping maybe one day in the future when they release a new boss, maybe there's a tanking role where you can't attack the boss while tanking. Then a Din's Bulwark might be bets in slot. It could be an Elysian maybe, who knows, but a much cheaper, Elysian shield would be that. I don't know why they didn't do something kind of like that. It seems kind of cool. If you really think about it mechanically, the tank has to wear their shield, they can't attack the boss, and maybe make the tank dodge something while they're wielding the shield and tanking the boss. I don't know. It seems like a pretty cool idea. They could do something with it, Like in Maiden, when you tank, You get all your HP back because you're blood barraging the crabs, but maybe you couldn't do that. So you have to dodge the little random friggin' blood it throws at you. So kind of like that, but you have to wear the shield while doing it. I don't really know, just random ass idea, I guess. But I would like them to add maybe one decent use for that shield, because the only use right now is tanking PKers, which is why the value of it is so useless. It's not, because I know they like to use the example that it's so cheap, it's way too powerful for how cheap it is. It's only cheap because it's not really that useful, to be honest with you. But yeah, they're nerfing that shield a little bit more. This is like the second time they've nerfed it, I think. And they're only nerfing it due to PKers, believe it or not, which is, a little bit interesting. Black D'Hide's also getting a nerf. This should have happened a long time ago, but one thing I hate about Black D'Hide is I think they're nerfing the wrong stats on. I think they should be nerfing the range attack on Black D'Hide, not necessarily the mage defense. That, once again, is a PKer thing, because they don't want to splash on Black D'Hide. Let me try to Google this. Black Dragonhide body. Do that. I'm going to pull up a comparison so we can just kind of look at this. Armadillo chest plate. Google that. Okay, so here's the differences between like these two things, and it's pretty gross. This thing has 30 range attack. Armadillo chestplate only has 33. That to me seems like what they should be actually changing for Black Dragonhide, but instead they went with helping out the PKers, which, hey, I'm okay with, whatever, bro. But yeah, it seems like the actual issue with this armor is it really isn't that much of an upgrade to Armadillo. Like, Armadillo's barely an upgrade from Black Dragonhide. That sounds ridiculous to me. This is 50 mage defense right now. This is 70, so that's a big difference, right? But you mostly buy Armadillo for range attack, not mage defense, because you would use Carols for mage defense. Now, I do hope one day they release some kind of a way to make Armadillo not have negative melee stats. I will admit that would be very awkward to see, because we've never seen someone using melee with Armadillo on unless they're an idiot, and if we do see it, we laugh at them, because they probably don't notice the stats that are added to it or subtracted from it, I guess. But it does seem weird that if you have all the best in slot gear, in some cases Carols is better than all of it, depending on what you're doing, even when you have Armadillo. So I do hope, I mean, dude, they could do something as easy as use Carols on Armadillo and it'll remove the negative stats or something, but this is something I hope one day does happen. But at the same time, it will be very different watching people melee with Armadillo on. It'll be kind of like shocking every time you see it, but it'll eventually be normal, I guess. But yeah, I think that's really the issue with Black D'Hide and like Armadillo. It's weird. It seems like they're kind of missing the mark here, just to attempt to make PKers I don't know, happier or whatever it is. I'm trying to ignore bashing PKers. It's very hard, as you can probably tell. These are all strictly being nerfed due to PKers, if you think about it. So yeah, I don't know. I hope they one day revisit this with the range accuracy that Black D'Hide has. They are keeping Blessed D'Hide the exact same though, apparently, which is kind of nice to see. That was a really good like median for them to do, probably, because Blessed D'Hide would have went freaking cheap. And it's nice to see that they kind of revived it by doing this, to be honest. So I'm happy with it. That's a good move. But yeah, Black D'Hide's going to be nerfed a bit. What else are they doing? I think they're making... This one is very weird to me. They're making the Dragon Warhammer requires 60 strength and not 60 attack. So you can wear it at 1 attack and 60 strength. I think. Is this true? Because it sounds like RS3. You know when like EOC came out and like if you were a peer, you could no longer wear like Black D'Hide chaps because it like requires a defense level now or something? That's kind of how it feels when they're doing this. It's going to be weird to see someone walk around with the Warhammer with 1 attack level. A dragon item worn with not 60 attack. That's going to be weird. I just think it's going to be strange to see, to be honest. But it's not really... I mean, it seems like it might be nice for peers or something. I don't really know. Maybe? Is it for peers, probably? That I'm kind of okay with because it doesn't really change anything. They're not like changing the friggin' accuracy of the spec on it or something. So that to me is an unaffected update that they're just doing to maybe cater to peers or something. But I don't have an issue with it because it's not actually affecting the game in any way. So that's a good update. Very good. Now, something that I have noticed come up quite a bit lately is if I have any, like, what was I going to say, bro? I was going to say something perfect, but now I'm going to butcher it. I've been getting asked if I'm going to go back to RS3 at all lately, if I've had any, like, thirst to playing it. There was a different word I was going to use, but now I just forgot. Thirst. I went with thirst out of all things. Yikes. Damn, you're watching this, bro. That's a little embarrassing. Some people are judged by the friends they have or the people that they watch. So this is really a knock on you, not me. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I have any intentions on playing the game. I know that the main reason is because there is actually a good amount of people. There's a pretty decent sized group of people quitting old school and going to RS3, or at least taking a break from it. I've noticed it in the even higher level community. It's not just Sick Nerd, okay? It's not just Sick Nerd. There was a lot that was already doing it. To be quite honest with you, the old school team, I don't know if it's COVID related or not, but they really didn't do shit this year. No offense to them, but it feels like we've had no real content come out the past year. It feels like on old school, maybe even year and a half. I feel like TOB really was the last piece of good content we've seen in a very long time. I understand it's hard to make things like TOB and Inferno and like Ray, like Cox. Those are huge ass updates, game changing as well. But damn, they really didn't do shit this year. I'm very tired of them releasing fucking Novus Quest, by the way. Can you guys like stop doing that? Like, we don't care, bro. We just don't waste your time on that. Fucking bullshit, dude. Every week there's a new freaking quest. Talk to this guy, talk to this guy, talk to his stepsister, and then you finish the freaking quest. It's like, oh yeah, you put all the effort in. Yeah, good. It's boring, dude. No one enjoys it. No one enjoys it, bro. It's shit. Just bring content to the game, please. I'm hoping they eventually release something. I know Group Iron Man has been discussed the past 4 years, and the clan system 5 years maybe. When you really think about it, it's very disappointing. Like, the old school team has gotten bigger, and we've had less frequently quality updates. The quality has gone down. The frequency's gone up, maybe, in terms of just, like, little, small, dumb shit. But it seems like the quality has gone down a lot, and I don't know, bro. Is it just me? It can't be. If people are quitting to play RS3, then, like, there's something wrong. I don't know what new boss they have planned, honestly. I know Nightmare was like their last big boss, but it was kind of a flop. By the way, why the fuck do you guys make it so hard to get there? Like, whose idea was it like, hey, running is very enjoyable, let's make them run a lot? Like, yeah, fuck you, bro. It's not nice. The drop table is already designed to be like God Wars Dungeon, which I get, it's fine. I don't hate that drop table. Obviously, it sucks for Iron Man, but whatever. Can't cater to Iron Man always. But, bro, you really going to make people run a mile just to get to a boss? Like, we're not 13 anymore. We don't enjoy adventuring the game like that anymore, okay, bro? We just want to be there, okay? Maybe like a one-click teleport to get straight there. That'd be perfect. That'd be great, bro. Yeah, not a fan of that design. I don't know why they thought it was, we're gonna make them run. Like, what? What J-mod was like, it'll be so funny if we make it really far from a bank. What? Why? You dickhead, mate. What are you doing? Why? What is the point? It's not fun. You need to, there's a balance between fun and grindy and stupid as well, which this is on the stupid side. Grindy and fun would be making the drop table drop a bunch of bullshit and then a big drop. I get that. That's a cool design. It's not fun, but I get why it's like that. It's a good design. But there's nothing cool about making you run for 10 minutes to get to a boss. No one enjoys that. I don't know who is like, oh, I can't wait to run to Nightmare. Like, who says that? Nobody. So realize that it's not needed, okay? You don't need to do that. Like, it's horrible, bro. I don't get it. I hope one day they make a shortcut to it or something, which reminds me, this happened on my stream yesterday. You guys know the master clue scroll step that gets you to the Legends quest for like the cryptic clue where you need to do 3 different like puzzle pieces or map pieces? They added a shortcut there recently. Oh shit, there's a superior. Hold on. I don't want to die to this while doing this. These things can be very dangerous if you are not paying attention. So I'll just probably do this. Just take auto retaliate off and just chill like this. Very easy, kind of like Verzik pretty much. I'm gonna lose my train of thought, I think. Oh, by the way, I got an imbued heart from this one exactly. Not this specific one, but like a superior Drake. Right here, about a week ago. I think I have 5 now in my bank. Hold on, this will be a little bit annoying to multitask. I want to still kill Mole, hopefully, at the same time. Come here, Mole. Thank you. Thank you. Move over more. Is this where, like, you pause the video and continue later on? Sure, I'll pause it just so it doesn't sound like I'm just picking my nose or something. I'll be right back. 7,000 Slayer XP, bro. That is so insane. Superiors, man. This one and the Dark Beast one are huge. I guess this is a decent chance of an imbued heart, isn't it? I do have 5 now, by the way, which is sweet. And I think I have 5 gems. Technically 6 gems because I have a ring. But sweet. Okay, well, back to this probably. Yeah, we passed 900 Mole KC, I just noticed. This KC is so quick with the freaking Tebow, bro. It's insane. All right, as I was saying, they added a shortcut to that step, and I think we were all misled or something. What the actual shortcut for, I actually have video footage, I think. I think I recorded it. Hold on, let me try to find it. So here's the actual update they did to the shortcut. I was obviously thinking it was going to be very different than this, but it's literally just climbing down the rock. You still have to run all the way to the end of Legends Quest. The only thing you skip is going down that hill. Yeah, dude, I don't know what they were thinking. I thought they were going to add something much different than that when they talked about a shortcut. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that pretty hard, dude. So clearly, I don't know who came up with that idea, but that wasn't what anyone in the game was thinking. When I actually think about it, it would have been a huge upgrade for ultimates, because you need to bring lockpick, pickaxe, charged orb thingy, you know. You still need to bring all those items to get to that step. I think if you were to do that step from Duradel, like if you use the Karemja gloves 4, you teleport to Duradel. That step is still like 2 minutes long, excluding like that shortcut even being added. Like it's still a 2 minute plus step. It's just one of 3 steps, you know. I do believe what was I gonna say? I'm trying to go to Mithril Dragons and not die while doing this. Whenever you enter that area, whenever you go down the mossy rock and like the jungle that you have to search, that mossy rock, once you enter that cave where like the flame thing is, that black demon is or was, you can actually see the wench when you're standing there. It's weird. You can actually see it, but they didn't add like a pipe that just goes through the wall there or through the little dirt path or something. They should have. If you ever go down there, you'll see what I mean. There's like a little, if you move your camera over, you can kind of see the wench that you're going to as soon as you enter the cave. I thought that was going to be the shortcut. It was like, just get to the entrance of the cave and you're pretty much there. But no, that's not it. I don't, yeah, I was so, dude, I kept the master clue in my bank for like 3 or 4 days instead of doing it because I knew the update was coming. And then that was the update. It was literally 1 minute of time I saved only. Not even that, bro. So, thanks, Jagex. Right, something else that's been going around the past few months, I think. I don't want to throw his name under the bus, but it kind of sparks like the starting of when it happened. There was a streamer that used a friend to gain levels on his Iron Man account, and not a friend that the Razor Gaming, the other guy, like the actual friend. Yeah, that sparked up a pretty big notice. It kind of like put a spotlight sort of on like RuneScape services or account services or whatever it's called. It's actually a lot more. Yeah, I don't know, bro. When I first heard about it, I thought it was like kind of a thing, but I'm hearing a lot more about it now, and it's it really has like an entire community. If you don't know, it's pretty much just you giving someone access to your account, and you pay them by the hour or something to do something. And I'm talking like most of the Iron Man are abusing it, obviously, because there's a lot more to just grinding skills on Iron Man. There's grinding like items for PVMing. And there's a crazy amount of Iron Man buying like corporeal freaking items. That is the proper way to say it, by the way. It's not corp or corpy or something. It's corporeal. That's the proper way to pronounce it, I believe. I think. A lot of Iron Man are getting like shields and shit delivered to them pretty much. Like they log on their account, they do this shit, they get this shit, then they pay them. I don't know if Corp is hourly or they pay X amount of money for an item or something, but it's kind of starting to look like it's going to be a big issue in the future. I think they talked about maybe knocking it, like, not knocking it down, but they're going to be doing something about it, but I feel like that's just a front. I don't think they're going to do anything about it. I don't really know what they can do. The only thing they could maybe one day do, which would be impossible, would be to say, if we notice your account doesn't use the same IP address, you might find your account getting locked randomly. And that's not going to happen because of VPNs. Because I do use the same IP all the time when I log in. I don't even use a VPN. So obviously my accounts are all the same IP, but other people obviously don't have that, or some people always are on a VPN. So there's really no way of them doing a fix to this. I don't know what they're going to do. Like, how do you know it's not that person playing the... It's so strange, dude, isn't it? Damn. I guess we're at that level now. See, this is one thing you'll always notice with RuneScape, especially the community, is it really does get smarter. Like, back in the day, this wouldn't be a thing. You know, the way people use alts now, if you've ever seen PVMers going for pets, they use like 30 fucking accounts, bro. They legit use so many accounts. Like, the IQ of the average player, or at least the elite level player, has really gone up. Like, we're thinking of this new shit. And it's kind of scary. It really is. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Obviously, if you're using account services, you're a bitch. But I get it. But you're a bitch, dude. You're just a bitch. You're a bitch. You're playing Iron Man and you're getting people to do it for you. Now, what I'm assuming is they're paying people to get them something that they don't enjoy doing, but... So, what do you exactly... So you're buying, like, these items, then you're doing... I'd imagine, let's just say in this case, I use it. I would buy the boring pets. If I'm going for all pets, I would buy the mole pet, the Serachnus pet. I would buy all the boring ones so I can do the fun ones that I enjoy doing, because I wouldn't want to pay for that. I'm assuming it's kind of like that. So most grinds they're probably purchasing are like boring grinds that most people don't want to do. I'm assuming. That probably makes sense, I think. It most likely does. Yeah, I don't... it's not really an issue for someone like me, because at the end of the day, I'm not really in a competition with these people in any way, and if I was... I'm assuming the mentality these people have, they're not going to be competing for anything. So it doesn't really ruin like the competition of Iron Man or whatever. Like, I doubt someone buying an Elysian and an Arcane is also going for all pets. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very, you know, that's... I would imagine it's not true. So, plus, I don't know who trusts other people on their account when it's at that caliber of an account. So, it's most likely just like lower level accounts. There might be some with sites and everything. I wouldn't be surprised. You can technically do Corp without even having a bank pin, I'm pretty sure. So I guess it would be easy to give the account away and just have them log in and do stuff. But yeah, this I'm going to think this might be a huge issue in the future if they don't start looking into it. But the only thing is, I don't know what they can do. What can they do to fix this? I don't think there is a fix. There's no way to do anything. I think they just kind of like, you know, when they mentioned AHK, like if you use it, you're going to get banned. That was kind of just to scare people from using it. Like, they don't really know if you're... I mean, they do know if you're abusing AHK, but if you're using AHK like mouse keys, you're not going to get in trouble. That was just to scare people from using it. It seems like that's kind of their tactic when it comes to, like, having a problem that they really can't do anything about. They just put up this front. Like, if you use RuneScape clients, for example, that... have like overlays, they can't see those overlays. They act like they can, but they can't. Otherwise, every client right now would be shut down because you'd get banned for using it, which means nobody would use them anymore. So obviously, they're not banning anyone for using clients either. At least overlays, anything that's not too easily abused, right? So then again, I don't really have an issue with overlays for the most part. There's some that are kind of abusive, obviously, but you know, it's whatever. Speaking of that though, I have seen some PKing fucking, like, client stuff, like on Twitter, I think, or something. That one to me seems a bit crazy. This is one that does make me feel for PKers. There are some PKers using some cheeky. I was gonna go with cheating and cheeky at the same time. Some cheeky cheating clients and auto switchers like AHK switching stuff. Yeah, that's shit. Because you really can't compete against that, can you? I don't know what they're going to do about that either, to be honest. The only thing you can do is record yourself PKing. If someone does something unrealistic, you can send it in, and maybe they can review the account to see like if they ever make a mistake when switching. Because it's not humanly possible to never make a mistake when you're switching like 10 items in one tick. So they can probably catch it if you are doing that, but you pretty much have to have a recording of it, though, to show, or just have the name, I guess. I guess you could always get the name and say, hey, can you guys look into this account, and, whatnot. So, yeah, I don't know, bro. PKers are kind of getting the shaft here pretty hard with a lot of things that I don't even know what they can do about the clients. Like, there's probably clients that show how much time someone has left to be frozen and whatnot and all that. Like, there's probably some crazy plugins, I would imagine. What was I about to touch up on there? I was about to say something else, but now I forgot. Yeah, don't know. Sorry. Shit, I forgot. That's what it was. I was going to mention how, I don't know how true this is, bro, because it's kind of scary. There's apparently some kind of bot that can detect hardcore Ironman or ultimates entering the wilderness. I don't know how, like, accurate this shit is, but I've heard about it. I've heard that it can somehow get the coordinates to an account. I don't know if this is a meme or not, though. But I've heard about it, and it seems like it is some shit some people would probably come up with. But apparently you can sometimes be tracked by just freaking some bot that detects where your account is in the wilderness, I think. I don't know how true it is, though. But if that is real, that is very scary. The only good thing is that people are most likely not going to be ready. If I was to go right now in the wilderness, which, by the way, yesterday I did go to KBD on my hardcore, like my main hardcore. I had a master clue step there. So the only issue would be, like, obviously most people probably aren't tracking an account 24/7 and ready to kill them as soon as they teleport. It's more of an issue probably if you're constantly in the wilderness as a hardcore, because then they can kind of get a track of you. But if you're only there randomly for a small amount of time, they're probably not going to be like on guard to get you. But if it is legit, bro, that's very scary for ultimates and hardcores. I hope it's not legit, but knowing how smart people are these days would not shock me if that's actually a thing. I do know there's a Twitter that tracks, hardcores PVMing in the wilderness that shows how much they've done since their last logout or something. That's, I think, off the high scores, though, which makes sense as a tracker for that. But this shit where it tracks when you're in the wilderness and where you are, that to me is very monk as fuck. Damn, did I really just kill 85 moles so far? I'm pretty sure you only get one mole claw drop, so I think I've killed 85. That's insane. Holy shit. I'm losing my voice, to be honest. I don't know what else we're to ramble about. I don't really, like I said, I don't really have a game plan normally. This is why it sounds like everything's just being pulled out of my ass, which it is. I can give a small life update. Well, actually not anymore. Ontario, at least, like where I live, obviously, in Canada, pretty strict lockdown. So I haven't done anything for the past year, bro. It's been pretty depressing. I know you think you don't even go out, bro. So look, bro, the only thing I did was go to the gym, and they're still closed. At least mine is still closed. So I'll probably put on some weight. I'll probably put on a good amount of weight. I'll be honest, once I realized I literally couldn't work out, but I hate home workouts, bro. If you're going to tell me to do home workouts, nah, bro. It's hard to find motivation for me for home workouts, Because with working out at the gym comes, like, the atmosphere, this, that, which also makes you start dieting more because, like, it's, you don't want to eat a burger after working out, right? So I'm losing that entire feeling, and I don't want to say I've been eating like shit, but I've not been eating great, dude. I've had some chocolate, bro. I've had some good shit. We got a whole lot of work to do once we are out of lockdown. We are out of lockdown now where I live, but I think my gym is still closed. I don't know when they're reopening. I have no idea. I feel like I'll never be able to go back in a sauna for like the next 5 years probably, so saunas are probably off limits. My gym I was going to had a pool. I doubt that pool's available. I doubt it. If they're gonna be opening up slowly, I doubt pools and saunas are the first things to open up. So it's probably just gonna be the weight room, which is fine, whatever. Maybe it'll make me work out even more because sometimes I cut the workout short if I'm tired and I'm just like, yo, let's just go to the sauna, bro. Let's just go. Dude, I miss saunas so much. I sound like fucking Joe Rogan now, don't I? God damn it. Except I'm on YouTube, not Spotify. Whoa. I also don't have $100 million though, but he's got a lot more than that, to be honest, I'm sure. But that's my life update, bro. There's been nothing. Like I've been in lockdown, bro. We're not very strict with it, but I'm pretty sure they just said the numbers go back up like crazy. We're gonna be back in lockdown or something. I don't know. I think some parts of Toronto are back in lockdown. They literally got like 1 or 2 days of no lockdown, then they went back in lockdown. So yeah, bro, life has been weird. At this point, if you are a decent person, I would say this: expect everyone right now to be pretty fat. All right, I think we can all look at each other and just think, you know what? We're all fat because of the lockdown. Let's not blame our eating habits. Let's blame the lockdown. That's why, okay? So just accept everyone for being a fat cunt like me, all right? I don't even know how much weight I put on. I'm sure I put on 20 or 30. Yeah, maybe. Because to be fair, the only reason I never gained much weight was because I was working out. I didn't really eat that healthy all the time. But now that I'm not working out, I'm still kind of eating the same way, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to take a day off or anything. But yeah, my birthday was great. I had my uncle come over and bring food. We had to eat on the couch in the friggin' living room. That was great. I think every year I've gone out to eat for my birthday, besides this year. Now, last year, my birthday was right before COVID actually happened, so I actually got to eat. I ate at a sushi place twice. Once with my mom, once with my uncle, bro. It was great. But yeah, I think I only had sushi once this year when they reopened, like, back in summertime or some shit. They were kind of reopening or something. And I took my mom out to eat sushi. And this is back when you had to, like, eat outside, like, the patio or some shit. Yeah, I do really, dude, if anyone's listening that has like a family business, I feel so bad for these people, dude. Like, they're actually fucked. They did nothing wrong and they actually are going to lose their businesses probably. It's kind of crazy. But hey, Walmart's still open. That's good. Was this long enough for a ramble? I'm losing my voice, to be honest with you. I think I said most of what I wanted to say. I don't think I discussed much about my future goals for my hardcore, like the main one. I think I just mentioned I'll be slaying for the next year. That's probably my plan, though. I'm literally just going to be doing Slayer, I think. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a small break from Slayer, but I think I kind of want to get rank 1, but I might not. I'm currently way ahead of rank 2 and 3, but with the way I'm doing Slayer, bro, it's like 4 times slower or something. So we'll see if I do get rank 1 Slayer or not. It's not something I'm engaged to, but it would kind of suck to lose it, so maybe if anyone gets close to catching up, I will maybe start barraging tasks more. Currently, I know I have to go back to barraging Slayer soon. I just don't know, like, how do you multitask barrage Slayer with freaking PVMing? Like, you can't do that, so, like, I've been skipping Necreal and Dust Devil tasks. Like, I know it's kind of embarrassing, but, like, I can't do those tasks while PVMing. There's no bosses I have left. I could maybe do KBD. I know maybe I could work on agility pets at Artie, not the other place though. I don't have the endurance ring yet, which I do need to get at some point. I hope to get that before I get the agility pet, but I do have an agility pet, which isn't AFK, but I could probably do Artie while doing like a barrage task or some shit. So I might work on that at some point. I just don't want to hop around too many things while pet hunting, Like, I'm doing Mole, I'm doing Sriratus, I'm doing TOB, I'm doing friggin' Gauntlet. Like, I'm doing so much different shit. I'm doing DKs. I'm doing fucking Forecast. I want to kind of focus on just a few, so I actually feel like I'm making progress, because when you do 10 different bosses and get no new pets, it just feels like you're wasting time. So, yeah, we'll see what I do, but at some point I'll go for the agility pet on this account, and that'll probably be a great time to start doing, like, a Necreal Slayer task or Dust Devils, because that's pretty much how I got 99 on this account. I was literally just doing barrage tasks while doing agility the whole time or something. So I already had the rune crafting. I got mining right before 99, which kind of sucked, but whatever. Fishing, I got like 5 of them. Thieving is not AFK. Agility is the only one I can think of that's kind of AFK. Herbivore is not AFK. Hunter's not AFK. Farming is not AFK. Woodcutting I already have as well. So, yeah, I got all the AFK skilling pets pretty much, I guess. So I'm kind of screwed on that. If you have, I mean, I guess, if you have any suggestions of what I could AFK on this account while doing a Barrage Slayer task, let me know. I'm trying to think of things that I could do. I was thinking maybe going for a champion cape. Like the things that you just cannon the whole time. Cannon makes it pretty AFK because it aggroes everything for you. I was thinking maybe doing that. I don't know. That seems like an okay idea. That means I probably have to AFK freaking cannonballs as well, which is good. So it's not really a pet hunt at that point though, but it's better than nothing. I'm just trying to make some progress while being logged in pretty much. So yeah, it's really hard to juggle. Dude, I keep getting really shit tasks. I got Black Dragons, Dark Beast, Black Dragons. Oh, great, again. And I got Ankus earlier. Let me just get the freaking lance out of the bank. Where is my V-skirt? My lance there. Where'd freaking Mole go, dude? Hold on. Give me one moment. This is very unprofessional, but it's fine. Because there's about 3 people listening right now. You know what? Hey, if you've watched this far... comment like, dude, nice cock. I think that's honestly a great comment to leave. Nice cock. Dude, nice cock. Okay, comment that if you watched the entire thing pretty much. I think I'm probably going to wrap up here. I really don't know how much time I've recorded for. I feel like I've talked for like 4 hours, to be honest, but it's probably not been anywhere near that much time, so... yeah, I will see you guys next time, probably, maybe. I don't know when the next ramble will be. This one took a fucking long time to make. I hope the next one doesn't take as long. Next time when, like, things pop up that I can discuss, kind of, maybe I'll do it then. Because there's, like, 100 things I didn't discuss in this one, but they're so, like, they happened such a long time ago that, like, I don't really know if I even want to bother talking about it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, okay? If you watch the whole thing, you know, you just watch something for like an hour or something, and like that's very sweet of me to give to you. So in return, you would click the like button, and I'd be like, thanks, bro, I appreciate it. But yeah, see you guys next time, and yeah, have a good night or day or evening or whatever the fuck you're doing.